Welcome back to Hookah Hump Days with Nay and Tasha.
What's going on?
How y'all doing? So before we get started, we're gonna go over the things. Go ahead and grab your drink, your hookah.
Yes.
Please pray that she gets into focus this time because
I'm always in camera. I'm always in the camera.
But our drinks today are being brought to you by my favorite, Fresh and Nay. Cause you know I'm Nay, so it's Fresh and Nay. I can't pronounce it. It's a champagne. It's only fucking $11. So if you find it in Kroger or
$10.99
for more, they beat you out of motherfucking money. Well, it's okay. It's only $2 difference, you know, but that should add up too.
It do.
We're also doing our hookah flavors, which she does the hookah part. I made us pre-made mimosa, so I had already put some. It's really Bacardi in here with a splash of orange juice. And then you pour that inside. You pour the champagne inside there, and then it's a party.
It's always a party.
Oh yeah, and we also add some
Red Bull.
Could I have a kid calling me? Oh my God, I'm a bad mother.
I can see you.
Hey, please go to bed. I love you. Sweet dreams, sweetheart.
Nighty night, sugarfoot.
I'm over having fucking kids. Look at
you over having kids.
I can't wait to.
Could you imagine trying to do this in my house?
Oh, yeah.
In the circus?
I'm sorry. Let me be grateful, guys. All right, so tonight we're gonna talk about dating versus relationships because I feel as though I'm putting my Red Bull in there because I need some energy. I had fell asleep and I just woke up like a couple of hours ago.
Calling me, talking about where you at? Why are you in the bed?
Yeah, I'm definitely like tired as fuck. But anyway, yeah, so we're going to talk about dating versus relationships because I think it's very important for like the general public. Everybody's not living underneath a rock with their
relationships or whatever you want to call it. All right, so let's get into it. Is it good?
Dating versus relationships for everybody who I'm sorry.
Are you okay? Get it together.
I never burp. I mean, should I edit that part out? Shit. Give me some hookah.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah, so it's normally me that don't pass the hookah, but okay.
Yeah, I'm a little I try to be generous. I've been working on that. I've been going to hookah rehab, and they taught me how to share.
Oh, that's good because that helps with the habit.
Yeah. You know.
So dating versus relationship. The reason why I think this topic is very important specifically is because it's important for the youth to know. Yeah. And even grown people who fucking
stay in these relationships.
Old ass auntie still going with a nigga who beating them and mistreating them and be your auntie post on the internet telling me he's still cheating and shit like, damn auntie.
Listen.
You look like your kids is grown and everything. I thought by now you would figure this shit the fuck out. So back in the day, and I would say back in the day, people like you ain't that old. I don't give a fuck. Back in the day, because I'm at that age, I got kids, I can tell my kids back in my day. So, but this is before my day. This is my parents' days, before they day too. Men had to court women. Right. It wasn't no such thing as like, I like you, let's get in a relationship.
Right.
It was more like, I like you, and the woman's like, hey, I'm kind of talking to a couple of people right now. Right. And then they decide, hey, let's try this courtship. Let me try and date you. Let's go steady with. That's what going steady was back in the day. Let me take you for a couple of days, see if I like you the most. And it was all about dating back then. It was nobody boxing somebody into like a category and saying that you belong to me and I belong to you with no conclusion to it. Exactly. So I really like that whole standpoint of just dating overall because I feel like relationships is only designated to, you know what, we dated other people. I really like you. Let's see if we can move this towards a marriage.
Right. The whole point of courting the lady was to marry her, not to sit around and waste her time. The whole point of courting was to be married. So when a man said, hey, I want to marry Jane, you know, so I'm gonna go ahead.
Not Jane. Bonquisha.
Okay, well, Bonquisha.
Jane is the only one who get married. Bonkiki.
Okay, so whatever you want to call her, they courted her. They went to the parents and said, hey, I would like to go ahead and start dating your daughter, you know, for the sole purpose of maybe marrying her one day. It was an end goal in sight at the end of the courtship. It wasn't just, you know, I'm gonna just date you or we're gonna be in this relationship.
And I really think that relationships was made by a controlling ass fucking man.
Why you say that?
I think that one day a nigga was laying in bed like Ike and was like, you know what? I expect you to be the only person. Like, I want you to only date me, because you know the nigga was not only dating her.
Right. They never only date that one person.
So I think the nigga got real insecure, as they do.
They're always more insecure.
And was like, you know what? To control you, because it's a control tactic to me.
I can see
it's definitely a control tactic, because why do you want to be in a relationship with me if you don't have no end goal with me?
Right.
You're just trying to control me. You don't want me dating nobody else.
I understand that.
And when I say dating, a lot of people take this the wrong way. They think that means you fucking people and shit like that.
You don't have to do that, right? And even if you were dating these 3 guys and sleeping with these three guys, why does anybody else care who you sleeping with?
I mean, then if that's the case, that's why you're not marrying her. Then you know, like, I'm not gonna marry her because this is the type of person she is. This is her character.
Right, but
or even if she was being promiscuous, yeah, and she wants to live her life and then figure it out. Right. I mean, that you just gotta know who you like. Because see, if you're dating me, I'm not gonna be sleeping with all 3 of y'all. The best man is gonna be
the best man win. May the best man win.
With one of y'all, I'm dating all of y'all for sure.
But I might be smashing only just that one. I get it.
Or I might not be smashing none of y'all, depending on how y'all acting. I might be going through a journey where I don't want to sleep with nobody, but just know that I won't be smashing more than one. Right. But if I was that tight,
right,
don't try and lock me down just to be like,
and
you know what,
stop
talking to these people over here,
right?
Because I want to be able to keep you at home and control you, make you all about me. And when you come home, when I come home, I want you cooking for me and cleaning for me and shit like that. And I want you doing all the relationship shit.
Let me tell you
with no ending goal of being a wife, but I want you to act like one.
Right. Let me tell you something. I don't cook, clean, or none of that for these niggas. Why? Because I'm not your wife. That shit that wives do. You want me to cook for you? Nigga, McDonald's you passed at least 7 of them on the way over here.
I hate McDonald's.
I mean, either way, either one. You know what I'm saying? Like, you passed several fast food restaurants on your way over here. You gonna get here and want me to cook for you, and you don't show no interest other than whatever. You just want to come over here and fuck, but you want to eat too? I got something for y'all to eat.
Ooh.
Okay? So let's just make that shit real crystal fucking clear. I'm not gonna come to your house and clean up. I'm not gonna wash your motherfucking clothes. We're not gonna do none of that shit. Cause we are not at a point in whatever this is to where I feel like I should be doing that for you, or we're not engaged, we're not doing none of, like, no, I'm not cooking for you until maybe a week after we get married.
You know, we're being forced. I just feel like relationships are being forced these days. That's just how I feel. Don't correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be wrong. I don't need no correction.
Opinion is wrong. I just think that women, like, a lot of women are insecure. So when they find somebody that's showing them a little bit of interest, they latch on.
But
and vice versa.
But you know that if the woman is insecure and she's attracting a man, the man's also insecure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and vice versa. So, I mean, when you get an insecure man, y'all know, them niggas call, you can't do shit, you can't go nowhere. What you doing? I'm going ready to go out with my friends. They call 12 times in 1 minute.
But
like,
but all of a sudden when they with their other hoe, you can't get in contact.
You can't get in contact with them niggas at all. They ghost your ass.
But and then it's important because they try to make you seem like you're the hoe. And like, I think it's important to understand that we're all people. We all have sexual desires.
I don't understand how you could be out fucking 17 different bitches and I might be conversating with another nigga and I'm a hoe.
You better not text him. Look, I DM Drake and I got in a whole fucking fight behind that shit.
And Drake ain't checking for no.
And when I tell you that nigga ain't never replied, never even looked at it, unread. Like, what the fuck? Like, we got an argument about Drake, Champagne Poppy.
Nigga ain't even looking for nobody. That nigga don't know you exist in the world. I just want you to know that. I'm sorry.
He'll find out.
He still has never read your DM from 2018.
I had deleted them because I got in an argument. Like, it's no more DM there. But I'm just saying, like, at once upon a time,
not long ago,
I was a hoe. And I was
That had to be the dumbest song. But I mean, if it's your truth, it's your truth.
Yeah.
It's the whole relationship thing though. Like,
I don't feel like it's needed.
I don't understand the concept.
And I had to learn that because I've always been in long-term relationships. Like, I've been in relationships all my life. That was like, I wouldn't say it was a mistake. For sure, it was not a mistake because things would have happened. But I really feel like why I was in a relationship for 6 years, 8 years. Like, my lowest relationship, was it a count or? The shortest time I've I've been in a relationship is probably like 5 years. All that wasted time for what?
My longest relationship was 7 years, and
but
after that, I was like, never again.
Just to tell niggas for 7 years, like, I'm in a relationship, I can't talk to you. What if that was your husband? Because the nigga who you was with for 7 years certainly was not your husband, wasting 7 years of your motherfucking life, and you would stop breathing if he told you to.
Definitely would have passed the fuck out. Surely would have. But at the end of the day, like, after I ended that relationship, it was like, never again will I waste my time. Like, I knew better, but I wanted to be with him, thinking that he would change. Ooh. And it was like, Charlie.
Oh, Charles.
His name is Charlie. It was a waste of time. Like, I wasted 7 years. You can never get time back. So don't waste your time with somebody that doesn't have an end goal in mind. Like, if you're with somebody and y'all are in a so-called relationship, women, we know after a certain amount of time what we want. We know that from the beginning. These niggas know after a certain amount of time they're a little slow. So if you've been in a relationship for 3-4 years and there's no end goal, you may as well start dating, sugar, because it's nothing there. He don't want to marry you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think
he's not gonna marry you, and if he do, he's gonna feel obligated to, because he done wasted your time.
I think I told my boyfriend, and don't never marry out of obligation though, but that's another topic we'll cover in a second. But I think I told my ex-boyfriend, like, can we just start dating other people? Like, I'm not saying I want to break up with you. Like, it is a breakup, but we're just changing the title.
You're just seeing other people.
I'm demoting you.
I'm demoting you to dating.
I am going to demote you to dating. And he was real mad. Also, you want to be in a relationship no more, so you want to see other people.
What was there to be mad at? What is your end goal with me, my nigga? We had 6 years. What is your end goal?
You had no end goal. Because you was out busting down these daggone streets, breaking the concrete at this fucking point.
Busting down.
And let me be in the house, fucking just sitting around waiting for you.
You don't need, but I mean, at the end of the day, I don't understand relationships. I won't be in another long-term relationship. I will continue to talk to whoever the fuck I want to. I had to let he was like, so you just out here talking to people? I said I don't go out with a set mindset of I'm going out to meet niggas, but if somebody conversates with me, I'm going to talk to them. If I want to give them my phone number, I am. I'm single. Period.
Why do they take that so like it's like a harsh thing?
As if like I slapped him in his face and punched his mother or something. Like, what's wrong with y'all?
Punch your mother.
Like, you act like I stepped on your grandmother's toe, punched her in the dick, and slapped your mother. Like, what the fuck?
Punch the grandmother in the dick?
No, like when you say stuff like that to people, and that you have some type of history with, all of a sudden now you telling them I'm single, I don't give a fuck about how you feel about it. They act like you didn't kick them in their dick, slap their mother, and punch their grandmother.
Like, why you gotta be the devil? And then you have to really break up with them all together because they don't understand that.
I had to break up with somebody I ain't even in a relationship
with. Pass the hookah, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. Alright. So, I mean, like, you might have to do that. Like, you really might have to sit down with somebody and be like, yo, I'm not with you. I'm single. You don't want shit with me. You just don't want me fucking nobody else. We can continue to sleep together if that's what you want, if I want to.
Because that's what you've been doing this whole time anyway.
We've only been fucking. And now all of a sudden that I tell you I'm single and I might be talking to other
like
people, you get offended.
That title be every fucking thing. You don't want the higher title. And I had to tell my boyfriend that if your job came to you after 1 year and said we want to promote you, you would gladly take that promotion.
Exactly.
Coming home, partying the shit, celebrating the shit.
Exactly.
But you don't want a promotion around here, I'm demoting you.
I'm gonna demote you to dating.
And you don't like that either. Oh, okay.
But then we won't be nothing.
So then we
won't be nothing.
So then
I don't have a problem with breaking up with people I ain't never been in a relationship with, because at the end of the day, you have to understand and know I'm single.
Hold up. That makes no sense.
It makes perfect sense, because when you tell somebody
that you don't mind breaking up with somebody you've never been in a relationship with.
I know. It makes perfect sense, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because when you sleeping with somebody and all of a sudden you don't see anything going, the nigga ain't getting it together, you know, the dude ain't getting it together, and it's just like, what the fuck are we doing here? We can continue to sleep together, but you're not gonna be the only person I continue to talk to. Okay? I might not be fucking these other niggas, because when I start, if I choose to fuck somebody else or want to sleep with somebody else, I won't be fucking you no more.
Because everybody's dick ain't the same.
I won't be fucking you no more.
Yeah. Like, as soon as you decide, as soon as you see the other dude stepping up and doing his fucking thing or whatever, I mean, I would have been stopped fucking the lane by now, because, nigga, I need to cleanse my entire body, soul, mind, everything. Sure. Because that's why I'm celibate right now. All the way there.
But we're going to have to know from the beginning what the end goal is. If you don't want the same things that I want, then we don't need to be together. We don't need to be wasting time because you blocking the person that's supposed to be coming in.
But why don't they just be honest? A lot of bitches want to fuck. Do they not understand that we're also animals? If you fuck